Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we have from the 60 years of X-Men, Gambit, Marvel's Banshee and Psylocke 3-pack. And yeah, plastic-free packaging. We see very nice renders. The renders are very nice. Let's hope the figures are very nice as well. You see, well, because of how I have my camera here, well, you have some more renders and the actual things, the figure the accessories, there you have an illustration by Jim Lee. Sorry that I'm not able to show it properly because of the depth of my setup here. Legal stuff, plastic free. There's your 60 years X-Men logo, and let's open this thing and see how good they actually are. And this is a new setup for me, at least. It's the first Marvel Legends 3-pack I get, and this is how things come here. Just wanted to show it a little bit. Some baggies with accessories already, and I guess, I don't know, something like this, right? We have to take our figures out somehow. Oh, come on. There they are. I just wanted to show this a bit closer because I just find it funny. Like if he was going to the barber shop. I can already tell you the face sculpts are really good. And there you have Psylocke, Banshee and Gambit out of the packaging, and I can tell you already that, in my humble opinion, this is a good one. I'm happy that I got this 3-pack. I paid the normal retail price that Hasbro Pulse was offering here in Europe. It was about 90 euros. It's not cheap, but it's kind of the same if I would have bought 3 separate figures. So it's not bad. And I think, all 3 figures, I didn't have any of these characters yet. Again, I haven't been collecting for so many years. I could have gotten that carded Gambit when it came out with Rogue. I only got Rogue. When I wanted to get Gambit, it wasn't available anymore. I didn't know it was such a hot figure. But anyway, and I never paid for an overpriced Psylocke, and I'm happy now we have this one. Of course, I want the other costume, her more typical traditional one, the striped, the purple one with like the bikini and the stripes, because you know what I mean. And Banshee, it's almost there. I think his more usual costume is that green one. I don't know, but otherwise, all the shapes are there. Maybe not the colors, but yes, for this issue, for this specific mission, whatever. These are based in that comic, which 200 something. I don't know the thing. I never read that one. I was too young when it came out, and I don't currently read the comics, but I know the characters. I watch the cartoon, all of that good stuff. Let's get to the figures before I get to talk too long about this. Again, I'm very happy with these ones. Nothing was, I had to put them in hot water, but they weren't like super stiff. It was just in places, at least in my copies here. The Psylocke, the ball peg from the hinge, the ball hinge there, was all warped, so I had to put that in hot water, and when it was a bit flexible, I forced it to be straight because it was all to one side, and it was just a factory defect, but it wasn't broken, it was just bent, and I hope it won't break. I don't know. If it does, I will post it there. Anyway, you can see, these guys come each with at least a couple of extra hands. Psylocke comes with this extra like karate chop hand because we know she's like a martial artist. She comes with another gripping hand in case you want to double wield or wield the sword in the other hand. A fist hand, and the one she's wielding the katana. She's like psionic katana or whatever. All hands have horizontal swivels. Sadly, she would totally benefit from some vertical ones for those for the katana. Banshee comes with this hand. I know this from the Cyclops, and I think Vulcan also had Cyclops. Banshee and Gambit both have they are both in the Vulcan body, the new Bucky, anyway. Here we have this other hand, nice to have, and of course good thing is it's like Banshee and Gambit, they have 4 extra hands, because you can mix, of course, they have the same body mold and the same colors, because they are like in uniform. The head sculpts are good in this 3-pack, and you can see this Banshee one. This is the one he came like equipped with, you know, like it was the one pegged in the body. Look at those sideburns, and I mean, it's super nicely sculpted. Yeah, and this could actually, I mean, I think this one could fit in the G.I. Joe classified line. I mean, it's quite realistic, and you could make your own Ginger Soldier here. It's a nice sculpt, paint is nicely applied, the hair has a wash. You can see it, I don't even need to, because it's so well applied that you can actually see it. It's very present. Good head sculpt. I really like it. I mean, I'm happy that we're getting something good with this 3-pack, and maybe I will get the other one now that I'm happy with this one, but this is the one I wanted to get the most. You get these effects for Gambit, these like card, you know, power cards that he can hold in his hand or whatever. It's the hand he's equipped with right now, it's like the one that is for the intended for these things, maybe, or both. This is just like yeah, more like intended for his bow there, his weapon, you know. And good thing he does have a couple of, I mean, both gripping hands have vertical swivels. Well done there, Hasbro, thanks. He has this like this hand which is also like throwing, like card throwing position, but without the power cards on it, or whatever his cards are called. And you have that, let me focus there. He has the hand he's equipped with right now, with the cards. I just wanted to, yeah, to give them like their powers to show off. He has, of course, well, he has this satchel or messenger bag there, which he's already wearing, just cast in brown with some silver there for the buckles. He has the bow, it didn't come bent, so I'm just, yeah, I just put it in and it's nice. These belts are just like floating there, but they're tight. Like the Cyclops figure we got in the VHS collection, these straps here are keyed. I mean, they're not just floating around, they're like, I mean, there's the leg has a sculpt, this upper part, so that these pieces can be put in, and they're put in there. And maybe if you take the legs off, I think you can actually take them off as well, but then you would have like a, yeah, like the sculpt, it needs to fit there. But good thing, the boot cut, let's say, they're nicely hidden there. The tie cut is also hidden here in the keyed parts, you know. This, I think this sculpt is new for these 3-packs. I mean, I guess Forge also wears this kind of glove here. Has a nice sculpt there, as you can, well, barely see because of the lighting. You can see it has some shape to it, right? You can see the print. Well, I'm also seeing it for the first time, paying attention. The cards have their prints with the ass, how do you say, ace? Yeah, it's 3 asses. Do you say asses or aces? Sorry. Yeah, we say in Spanish tres ases, or in German also ass. Anyway, but I'm not meaning the booty, you know, meaning the cards. I don't care. Nice head sculpt for Gambit as well. Look at those red eyes. Let me take him closer. Yeah, his hair, of course, is very action oriented, but maybe he uses a lot of gorilla gel, you know, how do you call that one, for his hair to stay in that specific position. I think he's a person who would do that. Let's jump straight to Psylocke, because we don't do only Sausage Party here. Look at that face sculpt. I like it. That was one of the main reasons I got this, because I wanted to have a Psylocke figure, and I think this is a nice face sculpt. I even like it more than the Mayfix Psylocke. I don't have her. I would need to have her in hand, but I was like not so happy when I watched the reviews. Like those face sculpts didn't quite satisfy me. And even this body, I mean, this is a €30 figure. I don't know in dollars how much this thing costs, but I mean, of course, maybe we could say it's overpriced, whatever, but the retail price, you know. But I'm happy with this head sculpt due to recent events with latest reviewed G.I. Joes, I was very scared that I would get misplaced eyes and like a salad on the faces, but all these faces are well printed, everything is in place, and I'm very happy. I mean, I'm, as a person who reviews, as a reviewer, I'm very happy when I do get a good product and I can say good things about it. And this 3-pack, I can recommend it. I mean, if you like X-Men, of course, these are all wearing like the same uniform, and that saves some money. But I mean, we have these new bodies for the females. I mean, this is for the women. I mean, this is, if I'm right, a new sculpt for the Psylocke and the Storm figure in the other 3-pack. So you get something new. Of course, it will be reused 1,000 times, but I can already tell you it's a good body mold, I think. I mean, it has some volume. And it has, I mean, it has a nice shape. I mean, we're talking about comic book ladies, you know. And it has a decent range of movement. We'll go through it in a moment. You can see she has her katana. She's already wearing the effect here that fits nicely into the sword. This is the katana all cast in this nice purple plastic. I like to have this accessory. And she has, of course, one of her psionic blades for the fist. Yeah, I'm really I'm very happy to finally have a Psylocke figure, and I'm happy with this one, even if I still want to get, I think they will use this same body for if they do like a regular Jim Lee. Well, this is also Jim Lee based, but you know, the most known Psylocke costume, you know. I think this body doesn't have a boot cut. It feels super, it's a waste opportunity in my opinion, but why didn't they give this body a boot cut? But anyway, the face, again, very nice. She has a bit of a weird, some people will go, oh, she has a receding hairline. I mean, that's still in, I mean, it's not super crazy, like she's bald or something. I am bald, not her. She has, that could be better behind her ear, in my opinion. That for me looks a bit, I mean, this side is like maybe they could have given her a little bit of more, like a 5 or 10% more volume, or a bit more. Yeah, I don't know, but now, I mean, the more I look her, the more I like this figure, and the face sculpt and the head sculpt, you know, and all of that. Of course, having this to this side will limit the movement in that side, but now the head they are all in ball hinges for the necks, no double ball pegs, which I would prefer if well executed. We know how Hasbro is, like they have the means to do it, but somehow they don't do it right. Sometimes they do, but most of the times they have wasted the opportunity to give us a good double ball peg. Yeah, she can look up that far before the hair gets in the way. She can look down all the way. This thing, of course, is flexible, and it's quite pliable plastic, which is good for the situation we have. A bit of tilt to the sides. Of course, this side with the head will limit that unless you do something like that. Yeah, she has range, she has movement, so that's good. The shoulders can go up there, slightly over T-pose, or I mean, noticeably. All the way around you have bicep cuts, that's nice. Double jointed pinless elbows, that's the new thing, and that's the thing we like. Can go all the way. Let me remove this thing. There's the range is there. Again, all her wrists, they can turn around, but all the hinges there are horizontal. A bit of a wasted opportunity for the wielding hands. She can lean back that far. She can lean forward that far, which is, I mean, it's not like amazing, but if she had another point of articulation for the waist, another ball peg, that would be a great chance to have a lot of movement. But I mean, she has, I mean, it's better than many other bodies we have had before. Leaning to the sides is there, so you can pose with this thing. It won't be the most, but it's, I mean, that joint is good. It would need another joint down there to make it great. But what we have is good. That much splits. it's good. I mean, she can do high kicks. I mean, we're talking about superheroes. Why are they not able to do the full splits, you know, and the G.I. Joes can? I mean, these people are supposed like superhumans. What's there? What's happening there? And the G.I. Joes are regular trained humans. Anyway, she can kick forward that far, so 90 degrees. The leg can also go like a little click backwards before it hits the shape here, which is actually very nice. And you can see, well, it's I mean, it's a good shape, and it allows for a little bit of movement backwards. You have, of course, the thigh cut that is there, double jointed pinless knees that can bend that far. You can, of course, mix the clicks so that you have different configurations. The feet can go backwards that far and forward that far, and she has a not the best, but it's there, some ankle rocker. Now that's Psylocke. The other two guys, of course, let's use Banshee, because I mean, this guy would have all the range of movement as Cyclops, and which I will tap here. I mean, I will post the link here if you want to see how this body moves in a regular figure. But Banshee, he has a kind of cape wing situation, so he's like the exception. And look at that face sculpt. This is the one we haven't yet seen. Yeah, some action going on there. Again, a nice wash to the hair, and it's a different hairstyle. You have this like 60s or 70s, I don't know, this situation and this situation, I don't know what to say. But it's a nice yelling head. Also, that would be a cool head sculpt for some G.I. Joe. I mean, good head sculpts in this 3-pack. I'm very happy with that. I'm very glad to be able to say good things about a Hasbro product. I mean, I buy them products, their products, and I want them to be good because I buy them for myself, and I just happen to also do these reviews because let's take all the juice out of the opportunity, you know. Head can look up that far, can look down that far. He has, of course, this neck situation, which Gambit doesn't have. A little bit of tilt here. That's good, actually. Can look all the way around, even with all that thing going on there on the neck. The head sits nicely there. It's not no lollipop. I mean, I think it sits well. Yeah, it looks good in my opinion. I think the way this body looks is mostly good. Yeah, I mean, this body mold looks. I mean, actually, with this paint job, I think it actually. I mean, it helps for the V shape. Actually, you know what I mean. Yeah, the wings, I cannot say they're the nicest thing ever. I mean, this fabric feels very cheap. And what it's even cheaper is, I mean, do I have to even point it out? In my opinion, it should be colored both ways, or this side should have another layer of yellow paint or an extra layer of fabric. I mean, if you have these things going on here, they could have put the other side of the fabric, and of course stitch it here, yeah, to cover these weird things. But yeah, I mean, still I like the figure, but it's a very specific situation to this character. Anyway, you have the ab crunch can go backwards that far, forward that far. The arms can go, you cannot go all the way around because you will rip that, tear it apart. That far forward, that far backwards. Can go like T-pose, actually T-pose plus. And if you want to do the wing situation like full on upwards, you have to turn it here and, you know, turn the bicep. And what I actually had at the beginning, you have the double jointed elbows. They have all the range, well, before the sculpt hits. The hands, both fists have horizontal swivels. He has, of course, a waist cut. He can bend forward this far. The legs can do a nice amount of splits. Again, why do superheroes? Why can't they do a full splits? I mean, these are superheroes, and the Joes are well-trained soldiers, you know. Anyway, kicking forward a little bit, of course, the sculpt kind of pushes it outwards. That's, yeah, we know this body already, right? You have the thigh cut, the double jointed knee. You have to be careful, of course, how you turn and click things here so that you don't tear this fabric. I mean, it doesn't feel super quality, so be careful. Double jointed knees can go that far, the feet can go that far, that much forward, just a little bit. He has a boot cut. Good thing is below this thing is fixed on the keyed part. And he, just as Gambit, has a decent ankle rocker. Actually, I think I can say it's a good ankle rocker. The same would apply for this guy, and he has the vertical gripping hand. So I think we can spare us. Actually, we can do the neck. He has no traffic there, so he can do the whole thing, and he actually has a bit of a. There, it's good, yeah. But otherwise, it could look a bit lollipoppy. Sadly, well, he has a bit of. Yeah, he has expression there, all the way around, looking up that far, looking down all the way. You can break the neck and all of that. And same body as Banshee, so we can skip that. Before we wrap this up, I just wanted to show you how he holds this kind of power cards here on this hand. And of course, I forgot to mention these guys have butterfly joints. That's the range you have without modifying anything. It's decent. Could be more, of course, and if you want it to be more, you have to do the mod that you can find all around in YouTube. I haven't done it myself. I don't feel like I need to do it, at least not now. I'm not doing like photography at the moment, so I'm fine the way it is. For some comparisons, there you have them next to Deadpool and Serana, next to the MCU Moon Knight and the Masterverse Evelyn, next to Infinity Ultron and Gwen Wyver here, and next to Wolverine and Spiral. And that's it for this review. I think this 3-pack is good. I think I really like it. The weakest part, in my opinion, is the material and the finish of these wings. I mean, this is the good side. The other side is just nothing, you know. But they're not terrible. I mean, yeah, it could be a lot better, this material, in my opinion, yeah. But I think it's still, the figure is good. I really like it. I really like the head sculpts. They have a nice finish for the hair with those washes. The body molds, I'm more than satisfied with these body molds they use for the 3 figures. And yeah, they don't feel cheap, in my opinion. I mean, the 3-pack could be better, always, you know, it always can be better, but I think this is not like a terrible or the worst money grab. I think you're kind of getting what you're paying for. If you at some point get this with a discount, then it's a great opportunity, and even for the regular price, I think you're getting at least a decent or a good product. It's not one of those that you're like, what did I pay for here? I feel personally that I got kind of my money's worth. I like the characters. I'm very satisfied with the head sculpts, which is not always the case. You all know that. Sometimes we get some terrible face prints, or the sculpt per se is horrible. These are good sculpts. Paint is on spot, actually really good. And I mean, on the heads and the bodies, I like them, you know. Also, she could have vertical swivels for the sword wielding hands, but I mean, otherwise everything is there, in my opinion, you know. Of course, you decide for yourself. I'm happy with this 3-pack. I can recommend it. Yeah, so decide for yourself. Please take care. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.